All right, so I got another couple new level designs in. This one I'm really happy with. I think it's basically overall probably the best new one so far. Um, yeah, and actually the funny thing is, this original level 9, I really never used to like this one. I found this one to be like one of my least favorite levels. But the remake of it for very hard mode is actually one of my favorite levels so far. So I'll just try to remember all the things I liked about it and go through it. But I'll just quickly show. I also did this one. This is the other new one, level 7. Yeah, and I guess I'll just quickly explain. Like the main dynamic for this level is you have these diagonal enemies moving quickly, and you move between the diagonal spot. That's almost, or that's the main dynamic for this level. The other dynamic is that you're moving quickly and you have to like squeeze into an awkward enemy walled spot. So like here, like I get past it and then I have to like inch my way into like this, carefully get into this spot. And then sometimes there's spots like this where it's like really awkward because you can't go against the wall. And then the other dynamic for this level is you've already gotten, like, here, I'll just use invincibility for a second. The other dynamic is, let me just go like this here. The other dynamic for this level is, like, say I came through this way, there's still a coin here. You can try to get the coin without actually going through. You can like wait for it to get close and then try to run and get it. And if you time it perfectly, like right here or something like that, see, I can still get the coin. And you can even do it without dying. But yeah, those are the three dynamics for this level. Going through the diagonal, squeezing into the little, like, you're moving quickly and then you have to squeeze into a little enemy gap. Like stationary enemy gap. And then the running and getting, the thing I just explained, like this. Yeah, so those are the three dynamics for this level, but the main one is the going through like diagonally like that, and that is like a really fun dynamic. But yeah, I just want to explain the reason I got the idea to do this is because of this level. So this is level 7, and as you can see, sometimes on level 7, these little diagonal gaps appear like here. So you get that same gameplay dynamic, like so, on this level, and you can think of this level as a warm-up for the next level, although this one's going even faster. But you can like practice a little bit of this diagonal squeezing through, little diagonal gap. You get a little bit of practice doing this on this level. And then when you get 2 levels later to this level, you have like a little bit of practice. But yeah, I kind of like introducing a little, I call it a dynamic, but like or I don't know what else you'd call it, like a gameplay component or something. But yeah, I introduce it a little bit on an earlier level, and then you get a harder version of it on this level. Although the other one is actually a bit harder, but on this level, you can end up doing it twice in a row, like here. Go like that, then you go like that. I've actually practiced a fair amount, so I'm like decent at it now. See, I can almost beat it first try, but yeah, anyway. This level ended up super solid. So yeah, let me just explain the things I like about this level. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but it's hard to kind of get everything out that I wanted to say. But yeah, the main thing I like about this level, apart from the core gameplay dynamic, is on this level you have 2 different options at the start. You can go this way on the top or down on the bottom. So the player's gonna think which way is the better way. And if you go along the top, you can get this coin here without even interacting with the green things, and then same if you go along the bottom, you can get this coin here without interacting with these things. So you're not forced to do both sides like the full way. You can pick one way to do the main way, and then the other way you do like the the quick way. Sorry. But yeah, let me just explain the main thing I like is basically when you get through this gap here, it's almost free. So it seems like the bottom way is better because the bottom you have one like full obstacle and then you get to the end, whereas on the top you have two full obstacles and then you get to the check. So it seems like, oh, okay, the bottom way is better. And that what I like about this level is it's actually deceptive. The top way is better. So on the top way, I can try the first obstacle right away, and when I die, I reset right at the first obstacle. So you can actually get past the first obstacle very quickly because you get to start at it right away. Whereas this obstacle, you have to run all the way over here, go through this awkward gap, and then get down to here. So even though there's only one obstacle here, this one's easier to start at, or like easier to keep trying for. There's less like time between your deaths. But also, if you look closely, here you're going from here to here, and the gap you're squeezing in isn't really that awkward. Whereas here, you're going a further distance, you're going like the full way over, and then the gap at the end is really awkward because it's right near a wall. But if you press against the wall, you'll be too far over. So you have to go like right near the wall. So this is a further distance to go. It's a more awkward gap, and also like it's harder to keep trying this one over and over again because it's further away. And then also the gap, like the distance you have to go to get to it is further, but also the distance from here to here is further, which makes a big difference. And then on top of that, the gap is more awkward, way more awkward. So you have to go like that. So the bottom is actually harder than the top, although it's slightly debatable. But yeah, and then on top of that, when you've gotten this coin and you're trying to get this coin is actually pretty hard to get without interacting with the green things. And sometimes you get it and you die afterward, which was kind of annoying. So like if you go like that, okay, I still can't get it. Let me just try to get this coin once. Okay, well, at least that time I got it. But yeah, not only is this main part way harder than these two combined, but getting this coin is harder too. Whereas if I restart the level, if I go along the top way, like so. So now I've gotten this coin, I just need to get this coin. This coin is a lot easier to get from this angle than this coin is from this angle. Here I can just go like this. It's not easy per se, but it's easier than the other one. Like so. So the main part getting over here is harder, and then also getting this coin is harder. But anyway, that's what I mainly like about this level is the deception where it seems like this is a better path when really the top way is better. Yeah, so I quite like that. Then I like how it's the same kind of concept but done like a little bit harder here because it's a further distance to run, a more awkward gap to get into, and it's also harder to get over here. I like that there's different angles that you do it through, blah, blah, blah. I like that it's different angles. It's the same thing, but like slightly different, but it doesn't look too crazy. Whereas if you take like a level like this one, it's the same thing, same kind of gameplay dynamic over and over again, and it's like done organically, but it looks kind of crazy. This one, it's the same thing over and over again, but it has a little bit more like cohesiveness to it. It doesn't look like, you know, like too messy, I guess. But yeah, I also like that the walls are the exact same, and the gameplay style is, even though I like redesigned the level, it's the same kind of style where you have like one little quick thing to do and then you run into a stationary enemy and you have to stop. So I like that the remake, this is kind of like the whole point of this Wheelchairs game remake, is that I'm remaking the levels, cranking them up a notch, but I still kept the same essence of the level, kind of. But yeah, so I like that the first path, you get these two options, and they both have their pros and cons, but ultimately the top one seems worse when really the top one's probably better. I like that. I like, it kind of looks like, if you think about like, sometimes like with a level, you want to give it a theme, like a visual theme. So like this level, it's supposed to be like a wave of water. And then that the coins are supposed to be like your hair blowing in the wind, like if you're on the beach. And like here, it's kind of like you're riding a wave, like if you're surfing. It's like you're surfing and then your hair is blowing in the wind. The theme of this level is supposed to be like if you're in a tunnel and you're mining for gold. Like these are like little tunnels. And if you imagine you're like a miner, you're going through a little tunnel, there's like little pieces of gold that you mine for, and then there's like a, you know, what's it called? Not an avalanche, but like the tunnel starts collapsing and then a boulder is chasing after you, and then like, you know, you're going through a little tunnel and then the boulders are crashing in behind you and stuff. But yeah, this one's supposed to vaguely look like you're mining through a tunnel. And I think it works decently well. But yeah, what really matters is it fun? And I find this one's really fun. So I like that. But yeah, also it's kind of cool here. This spot here, you're essentially, it looks like there's only one, but you actually have to do this twice. You have to go through this little gap twice and really quickly. Whereas here, you have to go through the gap twice, not as quickly, but at weird angles, kind of. But yeah, this one, it takes a while to get the hang of it, and it's I purposely made it awkward to get back over there. But this one's really fun because you can get all the coins in one go, but it's actually really hard to get all the coins in one go. Like so. Not really hard, but hard. But yeah, this ending part is also really cool because see, these coins are just going slowly in a circle, whereas this one, it's going, these are going slowly in a small circle. This one is going in a larger circle, and it's also going left and down. So it's kind of going like this and also in a circle. But yeah, the reason I did that on this coin is sometimes when you randomly run through, you miss the coin, and then you end up right here. And then you have to actually go back and get the coin and then back over here, and it's like a major pain. And if you make the mistake of touching this checkpoint, it makes the whole thing way harder. If you get here without getting the coin, you're better off just dying going back here on purpose. But yeah, I really like that you can sometimes miss this coin, and then you're in an awkward position over here. But yeah, I just really like that. Like, this is the easiest part, this part and this part are the harder parts, this part is even harder, and then the end is even harder. And it like ramps up the difficulty pretty well. I'll show you what the end looks like. And yeah, the end, it's really hard to, like sometimes you'll just miss the coin and then you're in a pickle, and to anticipate that happening for the first time would be really hard. But if you know what to look for, you should try to go through when the coin's near the middle. If you run through and the coin's at the side, you risk like missing the coin. But anyway, let's go like this. I went too slow there. Go like that. Oop. Oops, see there. You can't do it too early either. You have to go like later. Like so. But yeah. Also, I'll just quickly mention, right now there's no delay when you die. See, so like sometimes you'll die and you'll die like a bunch of times right afterward because it like resets so quickly. I'm going to fix that later where there'll be like a slight delay. Actually, I'm just going to get a glass of water. I'm thirsty. I'm just going to pause for a second. Okay, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much everything with this one. This is the 9th very hard level I've done, and I did one crazy, so that means I've done 10 of them. So of the 60 new levels I have to do, I'm done 10, so I'm done a 6th of the new level design. But yeah, this is the other one. The original looks like this. I made the remake not with the verticals anymore because it gets overused at a certain point. But these are moving the same speed as these. And yeah, this is essentially, if you know what level 30 is on the original game, this is like a mini version of level 30 minus the verticals, and then with simplified other stuff. But yeah, this one's fun. I like that little diagonal gap I mentioned earlier where you kind of go like this. Boop. That one is fun, and it gives you practice, boop, for the next like level 9. I like that it gives you a little bit of chance to practice level 9. And at first, this one seems too fast, but it's really not that bad actually once you get used to it. But yeah, this level, it makes sense to go clockwise around and then get these coins to start with. And the middle coins are by far the hardest. The temptation is to run in like this, which sometimes works. And then go like that. But yeah, when you run across this lane here, it's kind of like Frogger in a way. Like there's like traffic and you're running by. It's going so fast you can't really it's going so fast and it's turning, so it's too dangerous kind of to run by here. What I like to do is I go up to the top. Oops, that's also dangerous though, but it's less dangerous. But I go to the top where it's kind of easier to predict them coming, like over here. And then I go from the top to the middle, and then I do a figure 8 in the middle like that. Or not really a figure 8, but I do circles in the middle, and the middle is essentially a safe zone. So you could do circles here until you see a gap, and then you go like that. And the ending gap is pretty hard to time, but it's not so hard that it's like pure luck based. And same with right here. It's pretty hard to time getting in here, but it's not so hard that it's luck based. Oh, that was luck based what I just did there. But yeah, like see, I can get in. Oh well, not that time, but I can get in. I can get into the middle relatively consistently. Oh god, not that time. It's actually pretty hard to get in the middle, but it's not. It's borderline a little bit too luck based actually. But okay, let me just focus for a second here. See, like there, okay, I didn't get lucky to get in the middle there. I did that on purpose. But yeah, the thing about this level is you can do it really skillfully and get in on purpose, like, and that was also skill, because I know that pattern that I'll have enough time. But yeah, you could do it skillfully, which is the main thing, but also you could also spam, like I could just spam like this to get into the middle. And if you want to on this level, you can spam and get on the middle, like just purposely die, or not purposefully, but like, you know, you just kind of run in the middle and then eventually you'll get there by luck. You could do that by luck or by skill, which is kind of good in a way. It doesn't have to only be by skill. Some levels you should be able to beat through luck. Let me just think for a second. But yeah, the other thing is if you look at these other levels, this one's like a lot going on. And this one's same too. This one is like quite a lot going on. This one quite a lot going on. I need a certain amount of levels that are very hard, but there's not too much going on. So like this is one of the levels to break that up, where there's like so much going on these levels that this is giving it a chance to like simplify a bit, because I don't want all the levels super complicated. And so yeah, that's one of the reasons that this one is simpler. But yeah, I need a certain amount of simple designs. But yeah, I think that pretty much explains most of it, I guess. I'm more happy with this level. But yeah, I'm happy with this one. This one is questionable, actually. I'm not happy with it, but I'm satisfied with it. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, you can go... At the very start, the temptation is to go like... It's not really the temptation. Like, the good idea thing to do is to go like that. And then go like this. Like so. Getting the ones around the edge, there's very little luck involved. It's pretty easy to time it. It's not easy, but yeah, I like that the ones around the edge give you some practice. And then the middle, if you're skilled, which I'm not, but if you are skilled, wait, oh, Okay, that one, if you wait for them to line up, there's a timing where if you line them up, it's pretty reasonable. I think it goes like right here. If I go like, wait. Well, that's good enough. Okay, let me just try one more time. Okay, let me just use my normal strat here. Hang out at the top, wait for an opening. Oh god. Let's use my normal strat. Okay, whatever. See, like that's my normal strat. Works decently well. But if you practice, oh, that was good. Yeah, that one's pretty hard, but you have the opportunity to use luck to spam, like luck and spam can beat the level. But you could also use skill. Anyway. So yeah, I guess that's good enough for now. I have a bunch of level designs now, like 4 of them, 3 or 4, like reasonably already planned out. So I'm going to have a bunch more pretty easily. And I have to start using the paint because I have to scatter around like 10 paints. I think it's 8 or it's like 9 or 10 throughout the 60 new areas. And I might put some in hard mode too. But yeah, on level here, on very hard for here, I'm going to put a paint somewhere. This level, I don't have the hard mode, but this one, the very hard, is going to be like a clock. It's going to be like ticking like a clock. This one, I'm going to create a path over here, start moving around the walls, add a radial one, and then move some of these walls up and down and move some of these up and down. And I don't have any other plans. Actually, I do have a plan for this one. These ones are going to be going like diagonal. Instead of going straight up and down, they're going to be going diagonal. And some of these walls will be made of enemies. And the walls will shift. So instead of going like up and down straight, you'll have to go like diagonal. And the walls will be moving. Yeah, I just have this one. I haven't fully like figured out if it'll work, but I have some ideas for this one. Alright, so yeah, I was pretty happy with this level design here though. That one was a solid one. I'm not really looking forward to this one, but I have some ideas for it to hopefully redeem it. Or like, because this one's kind of boring, but I'm going to force the player to go like this sometimes. And then I'm going to mix these back and forth with like some other types. But yeah, this one, there should be a path where you get a paint, which will be kind of cool. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try to beat level 3 of World's Hardest Game, or level 4 of World's Hardest Game 3, and then that'll be enough progress for now. It's the morning, so I woke up like an hour ago. So yeah, I'd still want to get, I don't want to like turn my brain to mush playing World's Hardest Game 3 for too long, and then, you know, I have to work all day, so yeah. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I used to have a real tech job, like for 5 years, as just like a web developer and a software developer. But when I moved to Canada, I used to be in Berlin, Germany. When I moved to Canada, the job market was destroyed by that point. So I wasn't able to find a job. So now I'm trying to make World's Hardest Game Remake and World's Hardest Game 5. I'm hoping that those will allow me to get back on my feet, because right now I'm in a tough spot. No job, and the job market's terrible. But yeah, if World's Hardest Game Remake and World's Hardest Game 5 do well, then I can just continue on being a game developer. But yeah, right now this is my job essentially, but I don't make any money at it. I'm just hoping to in the future. Okay, so getting through here might be the hardest part left. The rest might be reasonably straightforward, although the area 2 areas up is pretty annoying. But yeah, I'm going to have to just like tediously grind my way through, I think. I've pretty much done all these already, and they're all pretty tedious. You can't see, this is one of those levels, unlike level 7, very hard, that I was showing a second ago. This one you can't just spam and get lucky. I can't just run in and over again and eventually I'll get through. You basically have to figure it out in order to get through. You can't spam it. Right here, I'm not sure, like, I have to figure out a way of getting through that consistently. It's pretty tight. Do I go in right away there, or I think I'll wait a bit maybe. I think going in right there looks like going in right there looks pretty tight to me. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to go in right here and then figure something out. I think I see a gap on the left there. If I go in when I did, there's like a gap on the left I could maybe get through. This is synchronized. So I come in here, oh. Okay, so I come in here, and there's a gap on the left like here. But that gap looked pretty nasty, so I don't really like that gap. So I'm going to try to find a different gap. I'm going to go in at the same time and then find a different gap. Okay, so I go in here, try to find a different gap. Okay, there's a gap there. Okay, I like that gap more. Okay, so we go in at the same time, take that sooner upper gap. Go in like here, there's like a sooner upper gap. Okay, go through the sooner upper gap, and then I think I'll wait right here. There's like a semi-safe spot right here. Yeah, I still need practice for World's Hardest Game 5 and the crazy mode of the remake. I got it. So this is all important. This, like, playing World's Hardest Game 3 is important practice for me. I need it. Okay, my plan worked. I went through the gaps I was planning, and I ended up at the semi-safe spot that I was planning on ending up at. Okay, now from here, I gotta figure something out. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, so don't do that. Okay. Figuring out what not to do is sometimes almost as valuable as figuring out what to do. Ugh. I know what to do here now, and it's the same each time, but now here I don't know what to do. I just know last time what I did was bad. There's basically nowhere to get in except for here. And that one doesn't look too good either, so I don't know. I think that's the only way to get in now. But I'll get over there consistently, so it's no big deal. Figure something out. Yeah, I'm really hoping the remake does well. Then I can justify making World's Hardest Game 5. Although I'll probably just make it either way. Even if it doesn't. Even if the remake flops, I'll still probably make World's Hardest Game 5. But yeah, if World's Hardest Game 5 or remake and or 5 do well, it solves the problem of not having a job. Whereas if they don't, I'm in a tough spot. But because I obviously need a job. But yeah, I'm hoping that it'll kind of solve itself once my games get launched. Which in the past is how it's been. In the past, I didn't need a job because I had successful games. Sorry, I'm picking my nose a bit. And then when, because my nose is itchy, but in the, at a certain point, I wasn't, like, Flash died out, and I wasn't, oh god, my nose is itchy. At a certain point, Flash died out, and I needed a job, but the job markets were good, so I had no problem finding jobs for 5 years, and, like, good jobs, too. Or, like, one of them was a good job, one of them was decent. But nowadays, I'm in a tough spot. Like, there's no tech jobs for me. And the ones that are there aren't looking exactly for there's, like, niche skills I have that used to be more valuable. Now the trends in the industry don't really want the skills that I have, really. But Yeah, anyway. if my games do well, then I'm fine. In the past, they have done well, so shouldn't be that far-fetched. And I think my level design is going to be pretty good overall. It'll help sell the game. My nose gets itchy, and my lips get chapped whenever I play. See, it's like every time I itch it, it still itches. Okay, I gotta focus. I'm talking about my job and my nose, and that's really, really distracting me. My lack of job. Oh god, that gap is really tight. For the morning, waking up in the morning and then doing this is not my typical morning routine. I think I'm just gonna get through there as quickly as possible. That's my next strat. Get through as quickly as possible. So you go like right here, you get an opening here, and I go through quick. Go through quick. Okay, yeah, that'll work for sure. That'll work. Okay, so I'm making progress. I get over there consistently, and I know what to do once I've gotten there. So now I'm cooking with gas. Okay, I know what to do when I've gotten over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do after I get there, but let's see. Oh, that was bad. Oh god, see, this is a tough one. I'm gonna have to make levels around this difficulty very soon for WHG3 Remake. But right now, they're not quite supposed to be this difficult. The ones I'm making right now are a little bit easier than this. At a certain point, dying over and over again the same way at your own game, it starts to mess with you a bit at a certain point. I can handle it for the first 20 minutes, but for like if I do this for 30 minutes in a row over and over again the same thing, at a certain point, I'll start to get annoyed, or not annoyed, but it just messes with you. It takes a lot for me to get annoyed at my own game. I don't get annoyed at my own game, but for it to mess with me, just kind of mess with my head a bit, isn't that hard. Especially when you're expecting a certain result and over again your expectations are broken, it makes you feel weird. Okay, I gotta go like right here. You go through quick. Go through quick. Oh, okay, I almost did it that time. When you're overly optimistic over and over again, at a certain point, there's like a psychological impact. Okay, I got through. Okay, now find somewhere to go through. Oh! Okay, I think I have to run into the middle of this quicker. I was kind of expecting that to happen, although let me just look at it. See, like, tempted to say, if I go look through right here, it might be like a safe spot in the very corner. I'm gonna see if maybe there's a safe spot in the corner, and then if not, I'm just gonna run over to the other spot. Hope for the best. Oh, that spot's hard. I've done it like 20 times and it's still hard. Ugh. I'm gonna get through here. Oh wait, I'm confused. I'm gonna get through here. Okay. Oh, okay, now let me see. Yeah, there's a safe spot in the top left. I'm just gonna go to the top left afterward. I'll consider that a little bit of progress, because I figured out I can go to the top left. Once I go to the top left, I should be able to go to the top middle with ease, so then I might actually beat the level. And I may never, in my whole life, I may never beat this level again, for all I know. So this may be the last time. I don't anticipate beating this level again, ever. Safety. So now I can go to here real safely, which means the level's almost done. It's just a matter of not choking now. Which I very nearly choked there, as you could see, but I didn't. Nearly choking and choking aren't, you can't just group the two. Either you choke or you don't choke. And I didn't choke that. I just felt I almost did, but this next area up above, if you've paid attention to the last few videos, I'm not thrilled about having to do this next area up above again. It's a lot of that same thing, but I should beat it quicker than the last few times I beat it. You have to beat it once to get over here, then once to get over to the other room, and then once to get back from the other room, and I have to beat it again to go back over there. It's the 4th time I've beaten this level. This level, the area up above this one. That one I just beat, you had to do 4 times also, but at least it's like different angles each time. This one above is different angles, but it doesn't matter because the pattern is the same. The one below this one, each time you beat it is slightly different. This doesn't feel as repetitive. Okay, so this is the last time I'm gonna have to beat this thing. Last time I beat it, I figured out a really consistent strat, but I don't remember it anymore. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Start with that. Here. Try to remember. Oh god, that was not a good idea. Okay, this one I remember. This one you just go from here. Okay, so that one's easy. Getting up to here is easy. Now, I believe I go like right... Okay, not right there. See, that's what I did last time. Don't do what you did last time. Okay, I would go right here because it's not what I did last time. Okay, so that worked. Okay, so now I'm very close. This is basically choke. Okay, I choked. But that wasn't that bad of a choke. I was just getting acquainted with that. So it doesn't matter. Go from here. Okay, I should be able to get through the top pretty easily, so I remember what not to do. Go right here, but quicker. Okay, go right here. And you go like this. Ah, okay, well that was not really a choke, but close. Okay. Go, oh wait, no, we'll go right there. Oh, I missed my spot. Okay, go right here. Whoa, okay, so now, see, I had a pattern down, and now I got confused and I can't remember it. Now I'm confused. See, I lost my pattern. I don't know where to go now. The first one I can remember. This one, I guess I could do that, but that's not what I was doing before. What I was doing before felt really comfortable. Not sure. Okay, that's what I was doing. Okay, don't choke. Good. Okay. I could count up the coins and see that I'm not gonna have to go back, but I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any coins. This one's easy, fun. Like, I like this area. It's not too hard or whatever, but there is a lack of checkpoints. This one there's very little luck involved, which I like. I'm just gonna play it conservative. Every other check is too far to get to. Getting across this long area is kind of difficult. I didn't remember the checkpoint starvation in the area. Like, I'm not sure when the next checkpoint is, or if this check I have right now is the last one that you get. Like, if every time I die on the area after this, do I have to go back to this check? I can't remember. But I know the area above is inconvenient to go to that checkpoint. So it might be slightly better than this checkpoint, actually, but for all intents and purposes, this might be my last checkpoint for the level, I think. This part is a little bit harder than I remember. I'm going to go to the top instead, I think. Actually, I'm just going to get these coins. Let me just start by getting these coins. Yeah. Get some more coins, save some time. Actually, I'll just go ahead and get these. Maybe I should try to get all of them. Might be too ambitious though. I think I'll just try to get all of them. If I die, it gets annoying, but we all know I'm not gonna die. Oh! Why did I have to say that? It doesn't feel that hard though once you get the hang of it, so I don't really care. You have plenty of time to anticipate, like, they're not moving that quickly, and it's the same every time, so every death is a skill issue. And the pattern of the stationary enemies is very, very consistent, so you can't blame like a weird stationary enemy spot or something. And I'm gonna try to just get all the coins because it's not that much safer. It's like not that much more dangerous to just do that than to do the more conservative thing. So you kind of might as well. I'll get these coins right now instead of waiting. Oh! Ugh. Okay, those coins are almost a bait. Like when you try to get them there, that you can get them though. I feel like I'm getting baited. I'm not though. I was just going too slow. Okay. Now, do I go back to the checkpoint or do I get those coins? It's a kind of an interesting dilemma. But getting over here, like I have to get over here to get these coins, and getting these coins on the way over here isn't that hard, so it's like not really that big a deal. Just get all the coins. It's basically the same thing almost. That was a pretty bad dodge there. Oh! Oh, God, I'm alive. It's a miracle. Now, I need to not... It's not even really choking, I just need to not die. Right here is the hard part. Ugh! Oh! Oh! I don't know, I just don't... Because when I have to beat World Tourist Game 4... If I'm doing chokes like that, it means that World Tourist Game 4 is going to be a nightmare to beat. It's okay though. I haven't been on this area that long, so I'm not going to get too hung up on like that. But I would have liked to have survived that. Gonna get these coins right now. Ran right into an enemy. I was looking at the vertical enemy, or I was looking at something else, so I didn't see what I was about to run into. Ugh, I just ended up over here even though I wasn't planning on it. Okay. Wait. I'll just get those other coins on my way back, so it doesn't matter. That was easy. Why did I die there? Okay, yeah. I think my strat though is that last patch of coins, the furthest left one I can ignore. Because have to get those no matter what anyway. By ignoring those, it actually makes this easier to get over here. So I could just do this, get back to my checkpoint, and then worry about those other coins afterward. And that's actually easier than what I was doing before. I'm surprised. These deaths are just surprising. I don't get why they're happening. Like, I shouldn't be dying like that. They're stationary. Running into a stationary enemy. I remember this is the hard part. This is right when I say that, it's like I'm jinxing myself. Okay, I'm getting over here consistently, so it's no big deal. I just don't like choking. It's really not that hard. Why was that so difficult? Okay. Now, if I get 4 more coins, that puts me 238. 253, so I have 15, so there better be 15 coins in this next area. Otherwise, I have to run back. But I'm pretty sure there would be 15 coins. Pretty sure there is no checkpoint, and I'm gonna have to keep doing this every time I die, but it's no big deal. I'm pretty sure that last area is even possible to beat on one try. If I recall correctly, it's an easy area. Let's see. Yeah, see, if I recall correctly, okay, is there 15 coins here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So, yeah, this is doable in one try, and there is a checkpoint. Okay. This one, I just have to memorize the pattern. Okay, there, back, there. Okay, so that's the first one. Back. Oh, there's 2 of them that go back. Okay, there, back. Oh god, there's 3 in a row that go back. Okay, there, back, there. Is it back? Yeah, back. Okay. There. Is it back again? Yes. Okay, there. Okay, it's doable first try. Well, I guess I was on the wrong. I was trying to go to one side of the tile, and I got confused. I was at the wrong side, which gave me the minimum amount of time to react instead of the maximum amount of time. So that's why I died there. I was trying to give myself the max time to react, but I gave myself the min time. It's okay though. That's a very easy thing to get back to. I predict I'll beat it this try. Predicting this try, because I memorized the pattern. So you go back. See here, now you go here, and then you go back. See, because I'm on this side of the tile, I have plenty of time to react. Now I gotta go back again. As long as you're on the right side of the tile and you memorize the pattern. Oh, okay, see there, I actually forgot the pattern, so that was my own fault. I didn't forget. I was pretty sure what to do, and then I accidentally did the wrong thing. But it's okay. This last one's a comfortable, easy one. Nice and easy. I don't like dying like that, because that was so... I just finished saying how easy it was. Okay, gonna beat it. Boom, boom. Okay, this is easy. The thing I did on Choose Trouble was harder than... Oh god. Ah. Okay, that was my own fault. There's a level called Choose Trouble, a user level, which has a very similar thing. Yeah, like it's no different than this. But Choose Trouble, you have to do like this really, like, is way harder overall than this. Way harder. Because you have to do something before and after it. Okay. This time, just let me do it, please. Get back. Forward, 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 back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Rest is forward. Okay. Now I don't remember the other thing. I don't even know what it is. It's not a matter of remembering. I don't remember it. I didn't even look at it the first time, is what I meant to say. Okay, so there, back, there, okay, back, okay, there, back, oh god, there, back. This is gonna be hard to remember. It went two different triangles there. Okay, the last one's gonna be kind of hard, actually. Oh no, this one's going two different angles. Okay. Now how do I... Wait, what? How do I get that? Maybe I'll just save this. I'll just save this. Because this is... I want to get the paint too. And this is like every time you die, it takes a long time to reset. I think I'll just save this for next time. It's okay, I did fine. It's not that bad. This is going to take a long time to do it, to get the paint and that one. I'm going to die probably 30, 40 times. This might take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't think I want to spend that much time right now. Okay. It should be auto-saving, so I should be good. Just want to make sure I didn't just lose my progress. I'm always paranoid that I'm going to lose my progress. Okay, we're good. All right, I'll see you in a little bit when I make a few more levels.